This is Miss Lana with Noble Root Herbs. In case you're not familiar with my channel, I'm an herbalist and I'm the sole proprietor of Noble Root Herbs LLC, and I also provide energy working services as well. So although I'm not a die-hard vegan, I am mostly a vegetarian, kind of like a pescatarian, to be honest with you. I'm not trying to claim to be something I'm not. So I do have, some lactose, and I do have some eggs and some fish from time to time, especially if I'm traveling and things of that nature. Everyone is different. There's no shame in what your diet is, especially if it's a diet that has to do with your culture. It has to do with, whatever your belief system is, or just your body in general. Not everybody can do plant-based. Quick example, without rambling too much, people that are suffering from different Crohn's diseases and things like that, they really have to be careful about what kind of vegetables go in their bodies until they can get better. And then there's other people that are just allergic to vegetables, period. I've actually met two in my whole life that were allergic to vegetables, which I was like, wow, this is so crazy. But it is a true thing. So I do believe in the plant-based diet. I think it's amazing. I think that the future will be going towards that way. I don't believe in like the slaughtering of animals and the mistreatment of animals. If I do have eggs and things like that, I do my best to get it from a farmer that I know that's local, or I have friends that also have eggs and things like that, and they treat their chickens very, very well. And then if I'm going to be doing some kind of fish or something, I try to get, something that is like a free range and humane as much as I possibly can, because what we take into us, we feel too, So I want to go ahead and do a review on some food. I know I've been doing other product reviews and things of that nature. Even as an herbalist making my own stuff, there are times where I need to save time, or I'm looking to see what's out there on the market, not so much to compete, but to kind of get a better understanding of what my clients are eating and what they are also purchasing and things of that nature, and to see how what I do for them can be accommodating to that regimen, if that makes sense. So I did have a coupon, and I got these Lightlife burgers today, and with my coupon they're like $3, right? So they're about $1.50 a patty. You get 2 in a pack, and I already went ahead and cooked it up, and I'll kind of explain the process of that. So these come like a raw burger, like you would get just like if you were to buy a regular beef patty. So they actually do look pretty. They look pretty beefy, to be honest, and I actually have beef intolerance, and I have for quite a long time. And so eating something that looks just like beef is kind of weird for me anyway, because I don't think the last time I had beef was like I was like 12 going on 13 or something. It used to give me horrible gastrointestinal issues. It didn't make me feel good. I always felt really, really gross afterwards, but that's a whole nother thing. So with the Lightlife, these are plant-based burgers, ingredients you know, love, and taste. 20 grams of protein per serving. They're soy-free. So for those of you, who are trying to, they're worried about things affecting their testosterone, or people that have soy allergies, or people that just don't want soy in general, this would be a great option for you for plant-based type stuff. They're gluten-free, non-GMO, project certified, and they're a carbon zero company, or a carbon neutral company. But for them to make this, I guess they don't really leave a carbon footprint, because they're very on point with their manufacturing processes, which I think is a great stepping stone for the future. Says 2 1/4 pound plant-based patties per package. You have to keep them refrigerated or frozen. And I did notice that the purchase or freeze by date is May 22nd, 2021. So these have like a shelf life in the fridge for about a year, and then it says you can freeze them, I think, up to 6 to 8 months on the website. Don't quote me on that. So these will last a long time, which also means it probably has a higher salt content, which I'll go ahead and read the nutrition facts right now. So they're 250 calories per a patty. 2 of them is about 550 calories, which is about a fast food burger. It's probably a little less actually than a fast food burger, which is good. Saturated fats 5 per patty, but they're mono and poly saturated fats, which is great. So they have 4.5 and 9 grams. Sodium, yep, here's the sodium, 390 milligrams of sodium per patty. So, but again, if you're going to be having a longer shelf life, things that are slightly processed, more processed, or have higher preservative contents are going to have a higher sodium content as well. Dietary fiber is 1 gram. Sugar is like not even a gram. And the protein is 20 per patty. Oh, okay. It's 20. That's good. Vitamin D, none. Calcium, 20 milligrams per patty. Iron, which is great, 4.2. And potassium is 370 milligrams. Perfect. And these are made with pea, not like peas. Sorry. What they're made of is water, coconut oil, garlic powder, pea protein, beet powder, and canola oil. I do not like peas. I am not a pea person. I like sugar snap peas and like the long peas, but the ones that come in like the can or the ones that are frozen, Miss Lana does not like peas and never has. Even when I was a baby, I spat them out. So this will be a true testament to flavor if it's the kind of peas I think that it's made with. It's those round ones. I don't know, maybe in like a past life or something, I choked on one. I don't know why I hate peas. I just do. But yeah, it doesn't have, it's got plant fibers, vinegar, beet powder, cane sugar, cherry powder. Oh, to promote color. Okay, so, and these are out of Turner Falls, Massachusetts, made in Canada. And the whole box is recyclable, which I really, really like. I try to get as many plant-based recyclable boxes as I possibly can. Sometimes when we are in a pinch or what we're looking for, we have to substitute. We can't always get something that's 100% recyclable, but I honestly really, really do try. And I love companies. I love companies that have recyclable stuff. It makes me so much, happier. Okay, so they are certified vegan and there's no artificial flavors. And I will say, while I was cooking them, and I'll go ahead and show it, I already have it cooked up. I have one with ketchup on it, and you'll see what that looks like. And I'm gonna go ahead and break one open so you can see. It definitely has like a beef, it looks like a fast food burger in my opinion. And they are, they kind of feel like, cause you can cook them on the barbecue grill. And they did feel like, kind of like, cause I still cook for my man and he's a meat eater, right? So I'll make like, if we're doing like patties or steaks or something for him on the grill, like it does kind of, it had like a raw meat kind of feel, which I thought was interesting. It didn't necessarily put me off, but it was different. It was definitely different. I will say they're very greasy. It did say to put like oil in the pan to keep them from sticking, which I did, but I did notice that there was a lot of grease that came out just like a regular burger would. I was actually really surprised at the way, visually, like if this was somebody who maybe had to switch and go down from doing beef or meat for a while, this might be like a really good avenue for them to kind of still get the experience that they're looking for, like the juiciness and the greasiness and the overall like experience of cooking it. I think that this would be something that would kind of help them get on to whatever diet that they need, for whether it's lifelong or for a short period of time. Sometimes people have to do a plant-based diet for up to 6 months to reset their body because they've just gone to crap. I think this would be a really good product for that. People that do not ever eat meat or just are disgusted with meat altogether, they might have a little issue with the texture because it's so much like meat. So that's just my opinion. So we're gonna go ahead and take a bite. I will say the pan had a bunch of like crust on the bottom after I had fried them. I did it on medium. I do have an electric stove, so maybe that's why I'm not gonna knock the company or anything. It's just I'm gonna have to soak my nonstick pan because it had so much stuff like crusted on the bottom, and I'm pretty sure it's from like cane sugar, because there is a glossiness or a crispiness on this right now. I'm gonna go ahead and take a bite. It's not bad. It definitely has a barbecue kind of charcoaly flavor to it. I'll go ahead and show you. Okay. I tried to put as less toppings on it as I could, just because I don't want to cover up the actual flavor that I'm getting. So I'm going to go ahead and try a piece without any bread. You know, it's actually really good. You can definitely tell it's a plant-based burger, but if you remember, like, it has a texture of like almost like a fast food burger, how it looks. It's not as wet, or it's not as wet in the middle as like the Beyond Burger, which I kind of like because sometimes they're too gushy in the middle depending on how you cook them. Or if you go to a fast food place, they're kind of like a gushy, kind of wet. And these are actually, like, this would probably be really good on the grill, I would say. It doesn't taste too much like it's trying to be a beef patty, because I wouldn't like that. I don't like beef, so I wouldn't want to eat something that, yeah, it just tastes like a barbecued burger. Wow. Okay. Because, like, I usually make like beef burgers, or I do like homemade, like a falafel burger, or I'll do like a garbanzo bean burger, and you can mix it with different stuff, or you can like basically make, I mean, you can put leftover vegetables and make burger patties and stuff, but this is definitely different. To me, like, these plant-based burgers are a lot different than the regular garden veggie burgers because they're trying to look so much like meat, but I could see these being really good on the grill. So, so far, my overall assessment of this is something, like, I would say it's good. I mean, it's fast food. It's fast food healthy. If that makes sense. I mean, it's still processed. It's not overly processed, but it is still a processed food because it's gonna last a year sealed in a package in your fridge, right? And if you're one of those people who doesn't have a lot of time, or if you are on a restricted diet or a special diet, or you just choose to be vegetarian, vegan, pescatarian, or you just want to do plant-based, maybe like a no-meat Monday or something with the kids, or your man, or your chick, or, you know, whatever you're into, you know, whoever your loved one is, and you're like, you know what, let's go ahead and try this. Let's do something different. I would say this would be a good start for people to kind of get into the plant-based products. The salt content is a little high, but that's expected with something that's going to have a longer shelf life. I do like the protein content, and the fat, it does have good fats. Sorry, there's 17 grams of fat per patty, but 9 and 4.5 of those are polysaturated, monosaturated, so they're good fats. So the only bad fat is 5 grams, which is actually not that bad. If you're a person who has a semi-active lifestyle, that's not going to be a problem. You can pan fry them and barbecue them. It doesn't say anything about baking them in like a toaster oven, but I'm sure you could if you wanted to wait around for like an hour. But other than that, I do like, yeah, so far my first impression is it is tasty. It's not too moist, it's not too dry. I do like the caramelization that's on the actual patty. It has a crispiness to it. And if you're going like a barbecue and like again, you're on a restricted diet or a special diet, or it's by choice, this would be a great thing to have at a barbecue to bring, or for somebody that you know is going to be there, so they can still have more than just a salad, or have more than just like you know, chips and dip and stuff like that. This would be a really great thing to do for somebody, so they can kind of join in on the festivities and you know, build their burger and be a part of that. So yeah, I mean, out of 5 stars, I would give it a 4, only because the sodium content is so high. Because I'm probably gonna eat just one of these today. I was gonna be a fatty and eat 2 because I was really, really hungry. But that's almost 800 milligrams of sodium, which is quite a bit. That's quite a bit. So if they could find a way to bring the sodium content down, I would give them a solid 5-star. Absolutely. Again, there's coupons floating out there. You can get these for about $3, which is about $1.50 a patty. I got these from Target because I was over at Target today to pick up a few things that I couldn't get, you know, nearby. Yeah, other than that, I would say give it a try. And if you do, and you want to come back to the channel, go ahead and tell me about your experience. Again, the pan, maybe it's just my pan because it's an older pan. it did have a lot of a buildup after cooking these. So I'm gonna have to soak my pan. So just be aware of that. They are very greasy when they cook. But overall, I'm happy. So I hope this review was helpful. And if there's anything else that you guys would like me to review or to talk about, please do not be shy. Go ahead and give me a shout. Let me know. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram, Noble Root Herbs. And you can also find me on my website, noblerootherbs.com. And yeah, just remember, wellness always starts at the root. So have a great day. Bye.